Making amends. The goblins looked so worried that the fairies felt sorry for them. Mary waved her wand, and magical red and white sparkles erupted into the air like a fountain. Even if they steal and pout, I don't like leaving people out, for I believe it's only fair that everyone has treats to share. In front of the goblin's eyes, the red sparkles tumbled into a large bowl and became strawberries, while the white sparkles became whipped cream. The goblins were delighted. They forgot their worries as they tucked into the treat, gobbling so fast that bright red strawberry juice trickled down their chins. Laughing, the fairies turned to one another and shared a big, happy hug. "You two have been so amazing," Mary told Rachel and Kirsty. "I've heard about what good friends you are, of course, but you're even more wonderful than I could have imagined. You're just like my yin-yang charm. You belong together." As they hugged, the girls felt themselves growing and their wings disappearing. Then they were back to their usual size, and Mary was hovering in front of them. "Goodbye," she said, waving and smiling at them. "I hope we'll meet again soon." She disappeared in a starry swoosh of fairy dust, and the girls reached for each other's hands. "Come on," said Rachel. "Let's go and see how the others are getting along now that the charm is back where it belongs." They raced back to the wall at the back of the tennis clubhouse and found Ginny, Jen, and the children gazing sadly at the mural. After all the arguments, paint splashes, and goblin interference, the wall was a mess. "What are we going to do?" asked Amy. Eric bent down and picked up the book of ideas. It fell open to a colorful page, and a little smile appeared on his face. "Look at this, everyone," he said, holding out the book so that they could all share it. "I think we may be able to fix it if we try this." "Oh, yes, what a good idea," said Ginny. "It might work really well with the idea on page 50. They turned to the right page and agreed on exactly what they would do. Then, working together and sharing the paint and paintbrushes between them, the children repainted and decorated the word friendship on the wall. Kirsty painted one of the letters with Oscar, while Rachel painted with Lara. "It's fun sharing with friends, isn't it?" said Lara. Rachel smiled back at her, feeling happy that Lara was back to her normal, friendly self. While they painted, the girls noticed Ginny and Jen chatting about what to do with the tennis racket. They had been arguing about it earlier, but now they were full of smiles. "You should have it, Ginny," said Jen. "You deserve it more than I do." "No way," said Ginny. "It's all yours." Kirsty grinned at Rachel and then leaned over to the teenagers. "Why don't you share it?" she suggested. "You could take turns using it to play or bouncing a tennis ball on it." They exchanged a glance and nodded. "That's the perfect solution," said Ginny. "Why didn't we think of it?" Kirsty and Rachel knew why, but of course they could never tell anyone about their fairy adventures, so they just shared a secret smile. Later, when the mural was finished and looked amazing, the children helped Ginny and Jen clean all the brushes and put away the cans of paint. It was hot working in the sunshine, but everyone was glad to help. Rachel and Kirsty said goodbye to the others and headed back to the bed and breakfast. On the way, they passed the Rainspell Island ice cream stand, which was run by a friendly lady named Heather. "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" Rachel asked her best friend with a grin. "Definitely," said Kirsty. They bought an ice cream cone to share and took turns licking it as they walked along. "Sharing is something we do all the time as best friends," said Rachel, as Kirsty caught a drip of strawberry ice cream with her tongue. "I'm so glad that we found Mary's magical charm." "Me too," said Kirsty, handing the cone to Rachel. "Now all friends will remember to share. But friendships aren't quite safe yet. We have to find the 2 other missing magical objects for the friendship fairies. I hope we get the chance to help them very soon." "Tomorrow is a brand new day," said Rachel, smiling at Kirsty, "and I'm sure that it'll bring us a brand new adventure with our fairy friends." The end.